Check 1, 1, 2. Here we go right here, baby. Feel good, man. Sheesh. 8 days sober today from alcohol and talking to pigeons. Yeah, I felt like I was Mike Tyson for a minute, bro. You know what I mean? I was fucking flying pigeons. I feel good though. All last week, man, I just felt, man, I wasn't feeling fucking life, to be honest, and it dawned on me how much I was drinking hard liquor and just having too much of a good time. You know, it happens like that sometimes.
It happens.
Yeah, and so all last week, man, I just felt like my fucking brain waves were just all fuzzy, static electricity. Just wasn't dialed in right. Wasn't dialed in right, you know. And today was the first day, 8 days sober, that I woke up and I said, okay, look, we back. This is what we're gonna do, look. Wait, hold on. Why do I keep on going to that one right there? Whoa, what the fuck is that one right there? Whoa, there we go right there. Hey, baby, thank you very much, sir. God damn, you roll a fucking bomber, bro. Yeah, I'm sober from alcohol and everything else, but the greens, baby. Yeah, I gotta have that at least, you know. But I see you guys. Off tapping in right there. Getting close to 300. I need you guys to all hit that like so we can generate this very special podcast, this very special interview into the algorithm of the YouTube universe, baby. You know, so let's get it started, man. I see everybody tapping in right there. 300 and rising. We'll probably get to like 800, something like that, you know. Yeah, you guys hit that like, man. That like is very important into our growth in the YouTube universe. 6 years of nonstop craziness. Okay, I see you guys. God is good. God is great, baby. Blessings. Labor Day weekend. Labor Day weekend is something that people celebrate for individuals that maintain a job. Is that correct? Labor, hard labor. Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder if prostitutes are celebrating Labor Day.
That's funny. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they are. No, I just
I wonder if there's
maybe they took a day off, huh?
Took a day off. They're like, I want to take a day off, but my pussy says no days off. Excuse me.
And then there ain't nobody out there, so that's probably why they took a day off, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Unless on holidays, maybe they got a holiday special.
All right, maybe they got
a Labor Day special, you know? I would hope so if I was in that market.
Right.
You know, I'm looking for all the specials. Hey, you got a Labor Day special? Nah, fuck you, motherfucker. Well, fuck you then too, bitch. Excuse my language. Yeah, it's all good. It's easy when we got the homegirls right here, man. You know what I mean? I can be me. I can be myself. Not that it's ever stopping me from being me or being myself. Whoop, shoot that shit over here, baby. What you looking at? Killa Kush just dropped off the package. The package. Oh, man. Look at these goodies right here. Oh, looks like a candy bar. Yes, sir. I'm liking it. We're going to... Oh, baby Jesus. The one, the only. Oh.
That's his killer cut all over.
Hey, we're going to get into this right now in a minute, baby. Oh, shout out to Killa Kush. Number one sponsor, baby. Don't stop, won't stop. Bop. You know what? I want something right here real quick. Hold on. I want something right here. Put that little fucking knot on the bag, too. Sometimes that knot on the bag, you gotta just... Sorry about the noise, guys. Killa Kush, man, baby. Always taking care of they boys right here. Always taking care of they boys. Hold on real quick. Oh, we got the Lefty Gunplay millennials right here, and they're actually pretty good, bro. They're actually pretty good. They're good though.
Yeah, they smack.
They smack.
Yeah.
My boy said they smack. Fucking light one up then, dog. What you bullshitting? My boy said they smack. What is this right here? White Cocoa MG 4000 bar Polaroid Super Color. I have a feeling if I take that, I'm gonna be seeing colors. Oh shit, man. Blessings on blessings right here. This is an early Christmas to a man that is no longer drinking alcohol. Alcohol's a real drug, huh? It's bad.
Yeah, it is.
It's really bad. Well, you know what, guys, enough of all this. We're heading to 500 people tapped in. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And so with that said, I want everybody to give a warm welcome for our Labor Day guest, OSITA. Let's go, baby! Hey, Tom, baby! Oh, we got a big crowd in here, supporters of OSITA right here. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Little burnt out, but I'm good.
You a little burned out?
Yeah.
Did you ever, you had a long day yesterday? Long night, maybe?
Long night, Friday night, little bit. I was just back and forth everywhere yesterday, so burnt out a little bit.
Yeah. And you're burned out in a sense of not from a hangover.
Not from a hangover. It's just overwhelming. Overwhelming.
Talk to me about it a little bit. What overwhelms you?
Well, we had 2 events yesterday, so it was just like one event, then back to the other event, you know. So, and then taking pictures all day long, it just gets overwhelming sometimes.
Do you charge for pictures?
No, I don't.
You should.
I know everybody tells me that, but my fans, I don't know. I don't feel like I need to charge them, you know.
Yeah, but you know, at the end of the day, I mean, look at you. You are art, 100% art, and I say that in the utmost, most respectful way. Look at those nails. Those nails are amazing. Let me see those nails. Look at them. Jesus.
Thank you.
Want to ask you a question of how you might scratch certain things, but you got to be careful. Are they delicate?
Yeah.
Having nails like that, they easily break.
It depends what I'm doing, but if you bite them off, that's the weapon right there. These are not weapons. You gotta bite them, and then they'll be weapons. For real. They will hurt somebody.
When you can ball them fists up, as you're saying.
No, like literally, like even balled up, but just after you bite them, they'll like cut. So they will cut somebody, like scratch somebody.
Oh, you scratch the shit out of somebody.
Yeah, they will. That's crazy.
Sounds like you have some experience behind it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And so you're somewhat of a, I would say, outside looking in, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're kind of like an icon within the city. Like, people want to take pictures, they want to meet you, they want to share words with you. I mean, what kind of interaction do you have with people that support you, or what you would call your fans?
Well, I'm an influencer, so a lot of women reach out to me of what they're going through. So I read their messages and I give them my number and I end up calling them to hear them out. So.
What kind of? I know you don't want to disclose any names, but it's just what women might be going through in their life that you have experience with, that you can give them some type of direction, maybe.
Some are going through depression, you know, and just the depression. Like I try to motivate them to get up, open the windows, their curtains, take a shower.
Yeah.
And at least do something in one day. Like go check the mail, clean the room.
Yeah.
Because it's hard. It's hard for the women, you know?
Sorry about that. Yeah, she's good. I just want to make sure that we don't get too far in. So you motivate women to kind of get out their funk, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
Get out their funk, depression, and I would say you have some experience with depression and all the above, and
yeah. I had some experience with that as growing up. I had a hard life as growing up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, I would say, or maybe someone that's outside of our subculture, or because I believe the community, or the community that we represent is a subculture, you know. And if I was outside of it and I was looking at you, I would say that, hey, this woman has been through some things, you know.
Yeah.
And you've survived them.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here right now if I didn't, you know. Been through a lot.
Yeah. You're a warrior, huh?
Yeah.
Sure, for sure. And so you go back to you having a long day yesterday. You're invited to these events because, I mean, I'm sure I would say if I showed up to an event and I seen you, I'd say like, all right, this shit, you know what I mean? Got the right individuals, the right influencers, right? You represent being a positive role model in young ladies and women's lives. Is that the proper representation of?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just people are just reach out to me more and more, even just to I don't know the name of the club, but they reached out to me because they wanted to work out something with me, like promote them.
Promote them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went over there to have a meeting with them yesterday, and it seems like they're gonna get a hold of me to see when they want me to start promoting them. Like they want me to hold an event there. So let's see how that goes.
Yeah. I mean, do you have obviously as you grow your brand, right? Like you as an influencer, your image, as you grow that, you gotta obviously think about what is worth your time.
True
right?
that. True.
You know, so you're saying you gotta like, do you ever write down on a piece of paper and saying, hey, if you're gonna need me there for a 4 hour block, in other words, like, you know what I mean, it's gonna cost you this much. Are you getting into that business?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I got another offer last week for Uptown Whittier. I think, I'm not sure if all of the stores, but I know they want to promote me too. They want me to promote them. So I'm going to talk to them, I believe, tomorrow to see what store is going to work with me.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can, I mean, shoot, man. You can represent a lot of street brands from the city. 100%. Put a T-shirt on you, get a picture, bam, you owe me $500,
right?
motherfucker.
Yep. That's what I'm starting to do now.
Yeah.
Because at first I was just like...
throwing their clothes on.
Yeah. But I can't do that no more.
I don't do that. Straight up. No, I don't do that no more. You know how many people in the beginning, they would send me like... But I knew that from the beginning. I knew it from the beginning of Hoodstocks the first year that it was going to cost... Unless, you know, I fuck with you and, you know, I know you or, you know what I mean? But so many people wanted to send me their gear for me to wear. And I honestly, most of the time I wouldn't give them my address, or I'd give them one of the other my K9's address, and then K9 would get the package and I'd be like, go ahead, dog, keep it. That's you right there, bro. You know what I mean? But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I mean, you worked for who you are. You've been through the representation of the person that they see. I mean, it costs a lot of pain and struggle to get to your point in life, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it shouldn't be free for people to say, hey, put my T-shirt on, I'm gonna take a picture of you. Like, nah, motherfucker, you're gonna make money off this T-shirt and my image. You gotta pay me.
Right.
You gotta know your worth, right? And you know your worth, right?
Yeah.
Has it taken you a while to learn that?
Yeah, it did. It did. I ain't gonna lie. It took me a minute, and people used to always throw in my head, what are you doing? What are you doing? You need to get paid. And I'm like, to me, I just want to help people, but I know I need to get paid too.
You gotta help yourself first.
True that.
Yeah.
True that.
You can show love though, like certain things, like I'll pick and choose. What it might be that, I'll throw the shirt on, I'll pull up, you know. and it might be something good for the community. You know, like if it's LA on Cloud 9, like some of these organizations that, you know, are nonprofits, they really don't have money. If it's a Project Coffee Cup, you know, I'm just talking about some organizations that I fuck with, you know, 100%, bam, put the shirt on, let's go, you know.
Right.
That's easy.
I'm glad I didn't bring you a t-shirt. I was going to bring you one of these.
I'll wear one of your shirts, 100%. And well, any of the guests off the top, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, but outside of it, you know, but I would love to wear one of your shirts and, you know, represent, you know, you, right?
Okay. Yeah, I thought about it. I was like, yeah, he's probably not going to want to wear it.
No, I'd 100% wear that. Is that the picture Killa Dog took?
Yeah, this is it right here.
Killa Dog, baby. Shot that.
We got a hoodie too that it looks tight. I forgot to bring it to show you guys.
How can people?
It has the nails and everything.
Yeah. What would it be without the nails, right?
Right. And then they put the piercings on the bear and everything. It's cute. They're gonna be coming out. We're working on them right now.
Okay.
We're working on them.
And when you work on them, when they are available, how would they be able to? Do you have a website, or do they get you in your DM, or would they be able to place these orders for your merchandise to support you?
We'll work on that.
Okay.
That's mine.
Yeah. BigCartel.com is usually really cheap. Yeah, it's really cheap. No, and it's really easy. Like, I can help you guys with that.
Okay.
That's why I put mine through. It's through Big Cartel, and a lot of startup companies, right? They do the same thing too. They use Big Cartel. It's like a coloring book, and they give you the crayons just to fill in the blanks. It's really simple, and I need that, you know, because, you know, in the beginning I really needed that because, you know, I just didn't have the.
We're just having a competition right now with the shirts, huh? Like, who makes it better? That's what we're having right now.
In regards to just different designers or something?
Yeah, different designs. Yeah, that's what we're going through right now.
Yeah, and that's good. That's good because then it opens up options.
Yeah.
It opens up options for you.
Yeah.
And in the city too, like there's so many like homies or just individuals, you know, within our community that are, you know, screen printers, they're designers, they're all the above.
Yeah.
And they would probably, you know, obviously love to get on board with you and give you a product that would satisfy you. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a win-win.
Yeah.
You know? And a lot of times too, people see individuals like yourself that have been through the struggle and they genuinely want to help out in a positive way. And they're not really looking at dollar signs. They're just like, you know what, OSITA, she cool, man. I seen her on Hoodstocks. I met her one time at the Santa Fe Spring Swap Meet doing the two-step. And you know what? I fucks with her. You know what I mean? Whatever you need, I got you. People are really like that.
Yeah.
You know, people are, and just to have a relationship and, you know, just be cool, man. People are really cool out there.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of love from different people. And I salute to you guys, man. Thank you so much. You got a Pro Club hat on right now. Is Pro Club sponsoring you?
No.
Yeah. So from here on after that, don't ever wear Pro Club.
Throw it away.
until they sponsor you. They should sponsor you.
Right.
100% sponsor you.
Yeah.
Pro Club, if you're listening right now,
You heard that?
sponsor her.
Throwing it away after the show, eh?
After the show, I mean, you putting a Pro Club hat on yourself. You're doing them a big solid on that,
right.
And you're representing a brand that is tied into these streets right here, and you have it on your head, and you are an influencer, you are an icon within the city, and they should pay you, if not money, dollar bills, endless supply of Pro Club clothes for you and your husband. You know what I mean? And kids, grandkids, neighbors. You know?
My whole posse, my whole peeps that roll with me. Y'all gotta be G'd up too.
Yeah. And Pro Club's got nice stuff, man.
They do.
I like the new, I don't wear Pro Club. I mean, I'll wear Pro Club, but I wouldn't wear Pro Club showing the brand because they got to pay me, right?
Yeah.
And it is what it is. But they have the new, it's almost like the Ben Davies zip up thing.
Yeah, I seen them.
That shit hard, dude.
I seen them.
I need one of those. I like to wear one of those.
Got you. I got the hookup.
Well, you gonna get the hookup when they sponsor you after this podcast. You're gonna have the real hookup. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Pro Club.
Right?
Shout out to Pro Club.
You hear that, Pro Club?
There's a lot of people that mess with Pro Club. I think LA Icon mess with Pro Club. Memo. Excuse me. It's like Killa Kush. You know? Killa Kush pays me to do those coughs.
Okay. All right.
Real shit. Those are paid coughs right there.
Those are paid coughs?
100%. 100% they're paid coughs. But it's you know what I mean? We hand in hand. We business partners, you know what I mean? Hoodstocks and Killa Kush, you know what I mean? Love them dudes, man. It's the fucking greatest brand in this fucking city. What I like to do, I see we got 600 and getting close to 700 people in the live chat right here. Hit those likes up, and we're gonna get to the part. Pro Club replied with Charles. Fucking assholes, man. Oh, LA Icon is Shaka. My bad. I thought he was Pro Club. Killa Kush is Killa Kush isn't trash talk. Stop it. So you guys tapped in right here. Slow playing this fucking this hand right here because it's Labor Day. I know you guys are making your way right here, getting close to 700 people. Hit the like, and so you know this platform right here is a story-based platform. We get to know individuals, and people come on here and share their story. You know, so how I'd like to start with you is growing up. I mean, as far back as you can go. Who showed you more love, moms or pops?
None.
None. Okay. Let me start over again now. Hey, this is what we're talking about sometimes. It really be like that, you know? It really be like that. As far back as you can remember as a child, who raised you? Whose household were you in?
I was in my mama's house, but I raised myself.
How far back can you? How old were you to the point where you can remember raising yourself already, doing things on your own when maybe you should have had somebody making you that bologna sandwich, or you know?
And he brought up bologna. That's funny. So, I was 10 years old. My mom had a baby, and I ended up taking care of my brother because she was an alcoholic and a drug addict.
Yeah.
So I started from there.
And what section were you raised in?
It started Bell, yeah.
Bell Gardens?
No, Bell.
Oh, the city of Bell. City of
Yeah.
Bell. Okay.
Started right there. I was 10 years old. She was a hot mess, and I had to take care of my little brother because nobody else was gonna do it.
Where was do you and well, I'll ask this question first. Do you and your little brother have the same biological father?
No.
No. Okay. What happened to your father?
Don't know.
Have you ever met him?
Never met him.
Have you ever heard anything about him through your mom?
Yeah.
Let me re-ask this question. Hold on, because I think you can have heard about it at this point in time in your life. But at 10 years old, what did you know about the man that brought you into this world?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Nothing.
I think that's the right way to ask you the question.
Yeah, nothing.
Because at this point in our life, we can gather a lot of information and be like, well, this, that, and the other. But the most important part of that question is, at 10 years old, did you know your father?
No, I knew my stepfather.
How was he?
He was an asshole. He was beating my mom.
Did you know that your stepfather was your stepfather?
Yeah, I did. At first I didn't, but then I kind of like, my mom kind of like shared it with me, and then I was like, oh, okay. Now I know, but.
How did she share it with you? Do you remember how she shared it with you?
She said, one day she said, stop being rude to this man, and I was like, no, he's mean. So, who is he anyways? And she said, she goes, well, he's not your real dad. And I was like, that's why we don't get along. You know, I don't like him. And she was like, well, he's providing for us and whatever. Well, he ain't doing nothing for me. You know, at the time I was like, he ain't doing nothing for you either. So to me, he was just there. Like, to me, he was not even there for her, showing her more wrong than what she was already being wrong. You get what I'm saying?
She was, in other words, you're saying that he wasn't empowering her as a woman. He was beating her down.
He was beating her down, and let's just do this. Like, leave the baby there with Lisa. Let's go. You know, and so I had to take care of him, and I didn't know how to cook yet. So that's why when you said bologna sandwiches, I grew up off of bologna sandwiches, fried bologna, you know, and Kool-Aid. I can't stand Kool-Aid right now. I do not buy Kool-Aid in my house. I do not buy bologna because of that. And it's crazy.
What kind of lunch meat do you buy?
Right now I buy ham and turkey.
Do you get it from the deli, or do you just, got certain brands you fuck with?
Oh, what is that? The Farmer John's, I guess, ham or whatever. Yeah, I fuck with that. But bologna, I will not buy it. I can't even smell it right now, to be honest with you. It just gives me because of growing up. I fried it. I did. Tell me, I don't know if you did it when you were little. Got the fork, got the hot dog, and put it on the burner like that.
Yeah.
Who didn't do that?
I think everybody's done that.
I think everybody's did that and burned the mom's forks up. Mom's over there talking shit. You know, I did that a lot. I grew up off of all of that, and it's just crazy. It's crazy. But I don't. Yeah, so that's how it started. But I just can't buy bologna right now. It's like, ew.
So you feel the same way about hot dogs as well, or do you still eat hot dogs?
I'll eat them, but not as really much.
It's almost like the same material, almost. Depending on what brand you buy, though, right?
Yeah, it kind of.
Because you can buy the fucking Hebrew Nationals. Go ahead, assholes, talk your shit. I mean, those are good hot dogs. Hebrew Nationals are good, but they're expensive.
They're expensive.
Shit,
yeah,
it's like, damn,
they're
man.
expensive.
You can get the fucking what's the brand that makes the fucking bologna? You get that. Come on now. No, the brand that makes the bologna, the cheap stuff, the good.
That cheap one. What is the name of it, you guys?
There's a brand for it, man.
It's the red package.
Yes, and you can get Bar S. Bar S.
It's a cheap package.
But you can. So you look at and this is always my dilemma because I'm a cheap bastard, right? Go ahead, assholes, light that shit up in there. Tell her why I'm a cheap bastard. You know what I mean? I'll let them answer the question. These are really my co-hosts right here, and they're fucking assholes too. But the dilemma: do I buy 8 Hebrew Nationals, or do I buy a 20-pack of fucking some donkey slammers, bro, bigger than a bitch? You know what I mean? And do you buy the value pack, or do you buy the quality? Have you ever been to Whole Foods?
Yeah, I've been to Whole Foods. Yeah.
we should do a vlog taking you to Whole Foods.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. You ever shop there?
I think I went in there a couple of times, but not really.
It's expensive, huh?
Yeah. I'd rather shop at Walmart, to be honest with you. I don't even care. You guys can laugh at me all you want, but Walmart. I love Walmart better than Target.
Yeah. Well, Walmart's the only place you can buy a pack of tube socks and a motherfucking frozen lasagna. You know what I mean? Stouffer's, baby.
And walk out with a lap too.
Right?
I like the the self-checkout aisles. You know what I mean? Because to this day. Oh, my bad. I might have missed scanning that. To this day.
They be on that, though. They be like right there, like. I be like, girl, I'm paying for my shit. Come on, leave me alone.
Yeah, well, the thing is you probably always feel guilty because you feel like they're looking at you like you're committing a crime.
Man, I could walk into a store, especially CVS. And they'll be like, I could be on a certain aisle, and they'll be like, all cameras and aisle 6. And I'm like, what the fuck?
You look at what
I got money. Yeah, they judge me, and people just, I don't know.
I wonder when they see you, what the first thing they think that you're going to be stealing. If you saw yourself, what would you think you were going to steal if you were going to steal something?
Eyelashes.
Eyelashes.
Probably some eyelashes, yeah, probably.
Eyelashes, huh?
Yeah,
Just-
probably.
Yeah.
But
And they're so easy to steal too, 'cause they're
I don't
small.
do those things no more, though.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah, but yeah.
They're like, check her socks. Check the tube socks.
Hey, I always
Throw
got
it up
long
with
socks on. I don't leave out the house without my long socks. Okay.
Do you hate it when your husband tries to wear your long socks, or do you just have one big old barrel of long socks? Be honest.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'll buy like my certain long socks and I'll put them away, and then next thing I turn around and I'm like, "You got my socks, fool?" He's like, "There was no clean socks, but why you got my socks, fool?" Yeah, that's the only thing about the sock part. He will steal my socks.
Dude, there was a lot of comedic value behind that right there, man. You know what I mean? But, good thing for that, because some people are like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? What kind of shit is that? But can you imagine the dude that's fucking got the same fucking drawer of fucking nylons that he's sharing with his lady, bro? Now that's weird. You know what I mean? Dude, husband asking me, hey, babe, did you fucking, what do you call it when they fucking get a hole in the stockings?
Oh, and yeah. What does it cost?
Did you get a run in my stockings, my white stockings? I was going to wear those today.
You owe me a new pair. Okay.
So, 10 years old, you realize that your stepfather is not your father, and obviously you felt it by the no love that he was showing you. Did he show your brother more love? Did he love your brother?
To be honest with you, I showed my brother the love. Because, like I said, they would go out, maybe come home 2, 3 in the morning, fighting. It got to the point where my brother's crib was in my room.
Wow,
So
like that, huh?
that was my baby.
Sheesh.
And,
How much, sorry for interrupting you, but how much younger is your brother from you? You said you were 10, he was a baby?
Yeah. He's that's my baby brother. He's about 44 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, he's about 44, 43, 44.
And you're 10 years older than him?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my baby brother though, but he doesn't have a bond with me. He tries to stay his distance from me.
Why is that?
To be honest with you, he has my mom's attitude. He has a lot of my mom's ways, and that's why we don't really get along. Like, my mom's gone now. She's been gone for 20 years. So, I don't know. That was her baby. She did everything for him. And she threw me to the streets, and I used to tell her, when you going to throw him to the streets? I'm a hustler. I'm out there doing what I got to do for me, but you're taking care of him?
Yeah.
And he's a boy. He should be out there doing what I was doing.
Yeah.
But no. Oh, you want $10 here? Everything that he wanted. But me,
Yeah.
I couldn't even get $20.
Yeah.
So, but I got used to it. So, I try to be in his life right now. I try to call him. I try to come over. Let's barbecue. Let's do this. But he's in a whole different world, I guess.
Is he at least doing good for himself?
He's doing good right now. Don't have a job.
He's not doing that good then.
Yeah, he's just how do you call that? What's that? What's the guy who cooks and cleans?
Mandilon?
Yeah, there you go. But it's a movie. Huh? Mr. Doubtfire, that's who he is.
He's Mr. Doubtfire.
That's who he is right now.
So he's either pimping or simping or a combination of both.
He has a girlfriend. He lives with his girl. He lives with his son. But that's what he's doing right now. Just basically taking care of the household, but not working.
Yeah.
But
Oh. Sometimes people put her in a position like that where baby can, she's got a better job or she's got something better going on opposed to him. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Like, we don't really know the circumstances, but at least he's not on the streets and addicted to drugs or anything like that.
He's good right now.
That's good.
He was out there for a minute, but he's good. He just smokes all day long, but he's better.
Well, that's good. And obviously, it seems like there might be a little resentment involved in both sides. Maybe a little bit.
I just felt like he got the more attention than I did. That's just the way I grew up feeling, like all the years that, when my mom was alive, I used to be like, what's up, but
you got the shitty end of the stick.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
I hear you. And that shit hurt you.
It did, but I grew up hating a lot of people, but as I got older and as I started working on myself, because it took me a minute to get it together, I realized, like, it's not even worth it, like...
bottling up all the resentment.
I still do.
Yeah.
Like, I have some stuff that I do, but I try not to. That's why I hear people out, and I hear them, and it hurts me, because I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been in their position, so, like, there's sometimes when these women reach out to me, I'm like, wow, that's me. I've been there. I've done it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's look at it like this. Like, who works in rehabs?
Some people that work in rehabs hasn't been through what we've been through.
Yeah.
And sometimes they just get these people that read the books and,
Yeah.
And then you get the ones that been through it, that do work there, that know what's up.
Yeah.
It works different ways.
Yeah. So I would say, fucking Stomp just walked in. Where's he at? Hold on real quick. Stomps.
What's up, man? My bad for my retardiness. I apologize. Hey, know what I'm saying? There's a pile up. Some tweaker was chasing a shadow on the freeway, and so it was all bad coming up in here. You know what I mean? But shout outs. How you doing?
Yeah,
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Igualmente.
Pull that mic towards you, sir.
Oh,
you guys get yourself comfortable. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's get a seat. Yeah, get comfortable right here. Stomps has his own entourage now. Everywhere Stomps goes.
That's all the people pitching for gas to get here. And I'm not even lying either.
Sometimes,
if I was playing basketball, I'll be traveling.
Sometimes it takes a village.
Yeah.
It takes a village. And so we're going into her story right now, Stomp. So just, stand by, baby.
That's all good.
Be easy.
Dana's here.
Who is it?
Dana.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there's a soundboard in there, dog. Yeah, we are giving Claudia from Malaya on Cloud 9 a Roadcaster board for her to start a podcast. You see it? It should be in a box, bro, that says Roadcaster on it.
Oh.
White box. Yeah, dog. You see it? You'll see it, dog. I'll find it for you right now in a minute if you can't find it, dog. Sorry about the interruption, guys. Lucky pays stomps and stickers.
All right. Scratch and sniff.
500 stickers a month, Stomps. Sign the contract.
Scratch and sniff, that's all. Don't like scratch and sniff when we're good.
Stomps got paid cash money, half
Straight
up front, and he's going to get the other half at the end of the month. That's the way it works, baby. Yeah, that's
and I'll be a janitor.
Yes. Yeah, that's it right there, dog. There we go.
So.
Because I found a roll microphone.
Yeah, I know, bro. All right, cool. There we go. All right, let's get going on this. Sorry about that, everybody. We're talking about just resentment within, with moms and carrying the pain of that. You were saying that how you are able to help out other females, and the point that I was making about who works in rehab is ex-drug addicts or alcoholics work in rehabs, and those are the best people, opposed to the fucking chick down the street that's like, I'm gonna go to college to, bop, 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 you know what I mean? Help out battered women. But if you go to a battered women's shelter, there's gonna be battered women there helping them women out, them young ladies or older women out. and so this is when you talk about you being able to, being an influencer and being able to talk to some of these women, salute to you on that. You know what I mean? That's huge. That's huge. You know, and you know what makes it, and you, in a sense of someone sharing that maybe vulnerable side of their life, you seem like somebody that I would be okay to share with. You know what I mean? You know, even if I was a battered man, you know, I'd be like, you know what, I'm gonna go chop it up with OSITA, man. I think that she might be, you know, should be easy to talk to, and I can really like, you know, be cool about it, feel comfortable, right?
Yeah.
You know, especially within your community when, you know, people identify with people that might have been their neighbor, or, you know, that look like them, so to speak, you know?
Yeah.
And so, 10 years old, raising your brother, that's crazy, man, that they understood the convenience. They understood the convenience of having your brother's crib in your room. Being the fact that they're going to be gone, well, let's just make sure the baby's all right, so we're going to put the crib in your room, you know? And, man, what a big responsibility to have at 10 years old.
Yeah, I didn't get to play outside with the kids, you know? And if I did go outside, I put them in the stroller, and the kids would be like, where's your mama? I'd be like, oh, she worked late. Because I didn't want nobody to know that she was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
I tried to keep it a secret as long as I could. And some lady in the apartment, she discovered it. She found out, and I told her, can you not say nothing? Because they will separate us. And she said, no, I'll keep it to myself. And she did. So
shout out to that lady.
Yeah, she.
I don't know if she did the right thing or not. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
I don't know if she did the right thing or not. But
to
shout
me,
out.
she did.
100%. But we always try to play the devil's advocate within myself, and well, maybe you guys needed saving, but at the same time, you didn't want to be separated. So just that alone right there you'd be like, all right, just here's my number. I'm across the street or whatever. Where you need anything, you holler at me just so my conscience could be clean. You know what I mean? Because people think about it in a way of like having a conscience. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. What do I do? Am I doing the right thing? And sometimes we want to, good people want to do the right thing. But she felt in her heart that she was doing the right thing because you said, please don't separate us. They're going to separate us. That's powerful right there.
Yeah.
And that's a big decision, too.
Yeah, I was kind of scared, though. I was like, man, is she going to snitch? Is she going to open her mouth? Is she going to say something?
Start getting paranoid?
Yeah, I used to lay in the house when I was by myself, just me and my brother, and I would be like, is anybody going to knock on the door right now? Like, it was scary. But I would go down there to eat. She would tell me, can you come and eat when your mom's gone? I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to go down there and eat. I'm tired of bologna sandwiches. I'm going to go downstairs and eat,
Fired it up.
Right? I was like,
up.
I'm going to go eat, some different food and stuff. So she would feed me. She would look out for me. But my mom was never there for me at all.
At all?
At all.
Not one bit?
It was just a whole, since from 10, all the way just going from age to age. She threw me out when I was 13. She threw me to the streets. And that was a hard one right there because I was taking care of brother, remember? So I had to send people to my mom's house. Take my mom these Pampers. Take my mom this for my brother.
Wow, you were still doing that?
Yeah.
That's different. That's crazy.
I had to, but I didn't want to send her money because I know what she was going to do with it.
Was there something more involved than just alcohol? Was she, partying with drugs and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think that she was messing with at the time, if you don't mind, talking about it?
She was she was doing what are those pills called? Reds, cocaine.
Yeah.
That was her habit.
Okay. Now it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Not that just alcoholism by itself is fucking just, it does that to families too, but when you have, you sprinkle that other stuff on top of it, man, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Yeah, she was a hot mess. And then I started smoking weed at 11. That's when I started smoking weed.
At 11?
Yeah, 11.
How did the weed make you feel at 11 years old?
It was better because I wasn't stressing on nothing. I would just get high and just sit there and trip out. But then I started smoking it so bad where it wasn't getting me high anymore.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, and then I just started going into different drugs.
What kind of drugs did you start getting into after the weed?
Well, at that time when I was doing the weed, I was sniffing paint also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to sniff paint.
Would you put it? I think we used to put like some type of carburetor cleaner or some weird shit on a rag, and then inhale it and shit.
Yeah, you put it in a bag or
that clear
just,
for the gold.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, I sell paint too back in the days.
man.
I used to sell paint too, man.
He said sell paint.
Huff it and sell it.
You ain't talking
You know what I mean?
about.
Huff and sell it.
Hey, you see me
Yeah, the
with
clear
a
and gold.
silver,
Yeah.
gold, and all
But
around
you had
my
a silver
lips.
smile though, huh? I love your smile. Me too. Pass that back now.
Hey, I always had a can in my dickies,
Oh,
in the
yeah?
bag,
Hell
and,
yeah.
and a short dog.
Short dog?
A Thunderbird, a
Oh,
Night
yeah?
Train.
Oh
Yeah.
damn, you had that
They
old
came with the
school
Kool-Aid
shit.
pack.
Yeah, the Kool-Aid.
know what I mean? Stir it up.
I was doing the most. I was.
You ever have the Crazy Horse 40?
No, I didn't.
You guys ever? Does anybody remember the Crazy Horse
The Crazy
40?
Horse, you know? They had the story of the Crazy Horse in the back. Like, I can drink and read at the same time? Yeah. Lucky I'm not driving.
Yeah, for sure. But damn, Night Train, fucking, that's like the old school
Man,
fucking.
Down the curve, yep.
That shit like fucking.
thinking about it right now, I can't do it. I couldn't do it.
Cisco's, man.
Oh, I used to get half of an OD and pour out half of the bottle and then throw Night Train in there.
Oh, man.
Man, you talking about?
Yeah, all aboard. All aboard. It's not going to be choo-choo, but a choo-choo later on. Choo! That's what's going to be. We cruising.
Man,
That's what's up. There's some days.
The fuck are my keys at? I gotta fix my keys. My keys are all messed up. I'm going to the wrong cameras and shit. Sorry about that, guys. Wow. Talk about some old school drink, man.
Right?
It's just crazy.
Polo had none on them.
Yeah, I don't even think they sell that anymore.
For local?
No.
No,
Oh, we're talking about the Night Train, the
Night Train
Thunderbirds?
and Thunderbird,
Nah, I
I
tried
have-
looking for it. And I'm glad I didn't find it. Because I'd been choo! You know what I mean? That,
Man.
yeah, they were strong back then.
Yeah, it was.
Fuck you
And then
up.
they had the big one.
Oh, yeah.
The big old jugs?
Yeah. With the handle and
Yeah,
fancy.
with the little handle.
You pull up fancy.
They had the big jugs back
Yeah.
then. Yeah, I would be like, I got my jug, got my cordial here.
And it was a weapon.
Don't fuck with me. Yeah.
For sure. That's what's up.
It's crazy. Back the good old days back in
Yeah,
the days.
man.
So you start, you're on the streets, man. And so where do you go? What do you do when you get thrown to the streets? And do you remember why your mom made the decision to throw you out to the streets?
Because she chose her man.
She chose her man and he gave her an ultimatum? Mm-hmm.
She's
That's
there.
cold.
So, and it was on Thanksgiving.
Damn.
On Thanksgiving.
Was there anything being made besides you getting kicked out?
She was cooking. She was cooking.
Oh, she was cooking?
Yeah, she was
Did she let you
cooking.
eat before you left?
She kind of like was trying to put everything on the table and she looked at me and she said, you and him ain't getting along, so when you guys gotta go? And I looked at her, I said, so he's leaving? She said, no, you are. I said, what the fuck?
Damn.
I said, don't trip, I got this. I grabbed my clothes and I left. You know what I did? I slept in the backyard that night.
Yeah.
I slept in the backyard.
Did you kind of like sneak to sleep in the backyard? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
I snuck after, I guess they went to bed or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe 2, 3 in the morning because I took off, running the streets for a while.
Yeah.
Then when I came back, I stole a blanket from somebody's yard in the backyard.
That's where my blanket went, huh?
Yeah.
I stole that blanket. I got restolen.
I took it.
I
It
got
was
restolen.
me.
That was my blanket first.
You want it back?
Hell no. Thanks for asking.
I just borrowed it.
I mean, is it considered stealing if you just like say, hey, I didn't steal it, I borrowed it?
I
You know?
borrowed it. Everything that I did take, I borrowed it.
Yes.
I borrowed it.
Because eventually somebody got it back.
Yeah, but yeah, it was crazy. And then from there, I just started staying in the riverbeds, the parks. Do you guys remember back in the days at the parks they had the what do you call those? The rockets?
Oh yeah, on the very top.
the thing you climb
Yeah.
up.
I used to climb way to the top so nobody would fuck with me.
Yeah, it was a metal plate up there.
Yeah, I used to go up there and be like, ain't nobody gonna climb up here trying to mess with me.
I don't know. I fell off that twice. That's why I got a metal plate.
Oh, okay.
Then my mom let me play it on there on purpose. Go, keep
Go
going
ahead,
high.
go.
Yeah. Look what I could do. Yes. SSI.
SSI.
Dad said had another eye pointing the other way. You don't see him?
Yeah. It was crazy.
That's what's up. Yeah, those them days, man.
Yeah.
That's an old school little climbing thing or whatever recreational thing they used to have.
I think that was the highest thing they ever had at the parks.
Yeah,
I remember
dangerous.
they had one at one of Alhambra's parks. I forget which one it was, but I remember they had one of those fucking rocket ships, and yeah, you can just climb that little ladder and get to the very, very top. And then, if I remember correctly, it had that little fucking wheel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It had that little steering
It
wheel.
was
on the
going
top,
nowhere.
dog.
Had that wheel.
Yeah, you
I
know.
would climb up there and knock out and be like, is anybody climbing up trying to get me up here? Nah. Only a couple of people knew I was up there, but
You feel safe up there.
I felt safe. I felt safe because I was like, nobody gonna try to touch me, nobody gonna try to kidnap me, nobody try to do nothing, you know? But yeah. It was
You know what you just said right now is very, I think it's very, very impactful. You know what I mean? It was your safe place, you know? It was, everybody has their, you know, somewhat of a safe place or some place they can remember in their life depending on, you know, what part of the city, country, state, you know, they're raised in, that they can always remember a safe place they had, you know, and yours was the rocket ship, you know? I always wondered though, speaking of that steering wheel, I said, why does a rocket ship have a steering wheel like a car? You know what I mean? But anyways, maybe I was overanalyzing.
That's your type of imagination, huh? You're supposed to fly, man. It's pretend. You know what I mean? Why he started questioning everything? Why he got this? He just fly.
Why I gotta climb?
Can I get next on the steering wheel?
right? Well, yeah.
So you start hitting the streets. You started, you know, associating with the neighborhood kids, you know, and that's I would say that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah. From there on, it was all bad. All bad. I just became a hot mess after that. I got really into drugs more and more and more and more. And
And that Busta Rhymes song, give me some more.
give me some more. Yeah, man, it was crazy.
What was one of the drugs that you kind of leaned towards? Was it the methamphetamine?
That's one thing that I never got into. Thank God it wasn't out when I was getting high, because I probably would have been more of a hot mess.
Yeah.
My thing was, after the weed and the sniffing, I got into smoking sherm.
Okay.
And then I
Wet
smoked
daddies.
it. I smoked it so much, so it didn't get me high no more either.
Yeah.
I was like, man, it ain't doing nothing for me no more. So then from there, I started doing acid tabs. 3 of them, down some orange juice because it's supposed to hit you faster.
Yeah.
And then I started popping pills, Vroshas, Black Beauties, Whites, you know. That was what I was into. And then I started smoking crack.
Yeah.
And then that became a hot mess. And but I did overdose 5 times.
Before we talk about one of your overdoses or, you know, your overdose, I think that's something that we should talk about if you're willing to talk about it. But the difference between you smoking crack and Sherm, or was it always just a combination? I mean, we can roll some Ghostbusters up right now and have the best of both worlds, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh yeah.
The Porvo and the fucking, you know, the Booyah, you know, crunch up in it. But did you smoke those simultaneously, or did you just, you know, have different periods with each?
No, so what I started doing, because, like I said, the Sherm wasn't getting me high like it was supposed to anymore. I guess my system was like...
You're immune to it?
Yeah, so from there I was like either smoking the Sherm, doing some tabs, like multiple drugs at one time. So my mind was just everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, like when I would do the acid and then I would try to smoke a Sherm or take some pills, I would be like, what am I feeling right now?
Yeah.
It was like, you know, my mind was everywhere. So I would feel the acid more.
Yeah.
And then it was crazy. I did too much. Like I'm telling you, I was just like, boom, let's try this. I didn't care.
Do you feel any effects of it from back then to this day? Effects from the drugs?
No, not really. No. I don't think so.
Some people do that, and I say that just. You guys always say what I say. I say that to say this, because
the guy behind him. Look at say no to dope and up hope. You'd be crazy like me.
So, because I don't know what I was saying. I lost my train of thought right now.
My bad.
Yeah. No, it's all good, bro. I forgot I was gonna make a point, but we were talking about the drugs. Okay, so some people to this day, you know what I mean, they have long-term effects from the drugs. I mean, I have long-term effects from doing too much methamphetamine, you know what I mean? Sometimes I can be sober and I can be moving like I'm fucking tweaking or something or on one, you know what I mean? And I don't know if it's an effect of the drug or, I mean, just different things, you know what I mean? You know, that it can be you have long-term effects, but you say you feel pretty cool and shit. Not tripping.
I feel, and I've been sober for 30 years now.
30 years now. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to you. Seriously. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Yes. That's great, man. That's great. I've been sober for 8 days.
8 days.
Hell yeah. Hey, it's all being sober, homie. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, you trying, homie. That's all you got to do is try, baby.
8 days, baby.
Yeah.
And that just means I'm getting closer to relapsing. You know what I mean? You know?
It's like I tried to get here early, but one day I will.
Sober, yeah. Being sober is it's hard sometimes. You go to all these events too. People are drinking and having a good time.
No, I drink.
You drink? Okay.
I drink, but one thing about me is I gotta feel comfortable
To drink
to drink.
a beer.
No, I would. Once I start drinking, it's a wrap.
Okay.
I love to get my little buzz on, my little drink on.
So
but
we're talking about being sober from hard narcotics.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I could drink, but I gotta feel comfortable. My
Yeah.
surroundings, I gotta feel comfortable.
Would you like a beer right now?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll ask you in another 20 minutes. Well, it's good that you don't drink a beer because this is your first interview, maybe? Have you done other interviews? Oh, no.
This is my first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for doing it right here. You know, appreciate
thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, thank you to Killa Dog, man, for making this
Killa
connect.
Dog.
Yeah.
And shout out to your manager right here.
I'm saying, give it up, give it up.
Yeah, you got the manager right there too, baby.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Ah!
You don't know how much love I have for her.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
She's my everything.
Good people know good people.
Oh,
I
thank
always say that.
you.
Yeah. Is your manager confessing a feeling to you right now?
She's confessing a feeling right now. I didn't know that. Oh. I'm just playing. No, but I got much love for them. They do a lot for me.
Absolutely. They do a lot. They do a lot for anybody they fuck with, I say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Straight up. You know, they're very, very good people. And so you're on these streets. I mean, now you're fucking with the fellas. You're fucking with the neighborhood. You know what I mean? You get into a hood.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I know you don't really want to touch too much on that, and I respect that. I leave it alone. You know, for the ones that know, they already know, right?
Yeah, they know.
Yeah. And
Everybody knows practically out there.
Yeah. And so now this is a different level, right? It's a different level. Do you remember how old you were when you started messing with, the neighborhood football team?
My mom took me.
Your mom took you.
Mm-hmm.
Speak on that.
She took me and said, because my whole family
It's from your hood?
is from, another one.
Another hood, okay.
Yeah, so I was over there, getting high, hanging out. And my cousin was like, what are you doing? You're not going to try to be from a hood? I was like, no, I'm just here to get high. That's all I want. I ain't trying to be from to be honest with you, in the back of my head then was, I ain't trying to be for no. I just want to get high. That's
Where
it.
that?
I'm just here to use you to get high. That's it. You know, and then I'll be on my merry way going home, and wherever the drugs was, that's where I was at. Basically, I just wanted to get high. That was it. And one day she got up and she said, "Nope, we're going over here, and you're gonna woo woo woo, and you're gonna do this, and that's plain and simple." And I was like, "What?" And I okay, you know. So I did what I did, and to me, I'm gonna tell you. After all that, I became the ugly person. To me, I was an ugly person.
In the sense of what?
Like,
You felt ugly?
just the
The way
way
you were
I
acting?
was, the way
Okay.
I was acting.
Yeah. Scandalous?
Like, scandalous. Like,
Yeah.
I had no heart.
Yeah. Ruthless.
I had no heart. And that was crazy because...
Well, it's probably easy for you to do because you weren't raised with love, right?
Yeah, I wasn't raised with love, so I didn't know how to give love or show love. You know, so it was hard for me. But,
Yeah.
but it's crazy.
So it kind of made you like you were one of the homegirls you had to watch out with.
Yeah, I was numb basically. You know, as a young girl, I was just young and hard, and like I didn't care. I didn't care about anybody's feelings. You know, it was just like, that's mine, but I am taking it, and what you gonna do about it? You know, take it off. It's mine. If I seen something that I liked that you had on, it was mine.
Yeah.
You know, take it off. What size is it? It's my size. Take it off, you know? I was a hot mess. I was doing too much.
Strong arming.
Yeah.
Walking pigeon toes, the wrong size shoes.
It's crazy.
They mind though.
It's crazy. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. After all the years, you never know if you're going to bump into that person.
Yeah. You took their shoes or had that type of interaction with them that wasn't a positive.
Yeah. It's crazy because one day I was pushing my baby down the street. She was in the stroller. And I see this guy standing there with a hoodie. And he's like, "OSITA." And I'm like, I turn back, do I run or what do I do? You know? And then I look back and he goes, "You don't even remember me?" And I was like, and I'm trying to look at him and I'm like, "Why? What's up?"
Yeah.
"You took my Raider jacket." No, my Dodger jacket.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I'm trying to remember his face and I go, "No, I told you to take it off and give it to me. So you took it off and gave it to me."
Your own will.
And he was like looking at me and I was like, "I didn't have to beat you for it. You took it off and gave it to me." And it was funny because he was like, "Man, whatever." I go, "Why? What you want it back?" He started laughing. I was like, "Well, I gotta go, man." And I just went on my word. But it's crazy how people remember you.
100%.
Yeah, I was like, wow. But yeah.
I get that a lot sometimes, and it's just because I have a bad memory in a sense of, I don't know, just like if we didn't do what we did, like and chilled at a certain point of like a long term or something like that. But you know, when you're running in the streets, you can do a lot of different things with a lot of different people, or to a lot of different people, right?
Right.
And it's easy to forget because they're just, you know, another person that got the bad end of your fucking upbringing, so to speak, you know what I mean, or whatever you're going through that day. And so you don't remember all these faces.
You don't. You don't.
And I have people come up to me sometimes and be like, "What's up, fool? What up, luck? You remember me?" And I always take a step back. A couple of times they were in a car, you know what I mean? You know, caught me on the street or something like that, and I'll take a step back, be like, "Well, nah, homie, wow, what's up?" You know?
Yeah.
"Oh, wow. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. What's up, fool?" And I still don't remember the dude, but it's something positive or it was something that I didn't, you know, do him wrong. So, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, it be like that sometimes.
I do.
Yeah, and so here you are. Now you in the neighborhood. It's kind of like a different type of level of activity, I would say, right? And I mean, how are you navigating through these streets? You know, where are you staying? What are you doing?
So, this started in Cudahy now. I'm staying in Cudahy. My mom moved to Cudahy, and I started pimping.
Ooh. Oh.
You started pimping, huh?
Yeah, at 13.
MP.
13, you started pimping.
Yeah, I had to.
Put it in my
because
pocket.
I had to survive. You know, I had to eat. I had to get a roof over my head. So, on Atlantic, they used to be up and down Atlantic, right? So one day I was walking. I always been a big girl. So the girl told me, "What are you doing, man? This is my side of the block." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I ain't working the streets, girl. You got me, you know? So she started talking to me. She says, "Are you hungry?" I said, "Yeah, I'm hungry." So she took me to eat. And she said, "Hey, there's a bunch of us that need somebody like you to, like, take care of us." I was like, "What are you talking about?" I didn't understand it. But when I went over there, we talked and they told me what they wanted. So I was like, "Look, as long as you guys give me a roof over my head, don't bring your tricks in the room, and make sure I have food and make sure I have money for my drugs, I'm good."
Yeah.
So they did that, you know, and I had, I think it was 20 from the beginning, 20 girls. Then I had got 5 more. And the youngest one was 15.
Wow.
But let me tell you about her. She,
You're a juvenile at the time as well.
yeah, so with her, I was like, "You need to do something with yourself." And she was like, "No, I love it out here." And I was like, "No, like, you're young, you know, get it together." And she was like, "When are you gonna get it together?" And I was like, "When I'm ready. I'm not ready yet," you know. So we hung out from 13 till she was with me till I was 17. She stuck by my side. And when I got pregnant with my first son, I literally told her, "Go home, get it together, go to school." I called her mom up and I told her, "Come get your daughter. I'm sorry, but you gotta understand, nobody taught me right from wrong," you know. And the mom started crying. She was like, "Thank you." And I said, "I'm sorry." You know, like I said, nobody taught me what was right, what was wrong. I had to figure it out on my own as I got older.
Yeah.
And I still wasn't right at 17. I still wanted to be out there, you know, hanging out and getting high, you know. But she went home. She went home and mom was like, "Thank you." And I hope she did get it together, you know. After that, I never knew what happened to her.
It was always in the back of your mind.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. I that's a sad story for even somebody to do to somebody, but at that time, I didn't know. You know, nobody, to me, I thought it was cool, but it wasn't. You know, and hopefully she got it together.
Hopefully. You know, everybody, we're going to be right back with OSITA. I got to pay some bills. If you'd have to, like, use a restroom, feel free to get something to drink. Let me pay some bills real quick, and we're going to be right back with OSITA. Hope you guys are enjoying this podcast. I am. Let's do it like this. Mari and Wana, makers of marijuana beverages, 2 sisters. One smokes, the other bakes, and together they make an awesome combination. I want you guys to check them out. Give me one of the bottles, please, sir. There's one in the refrigerator, dog. I want you guys to visit their Instagram but they are infused with cannabis, and they are good. And they're not, like, one of these is good for a beginner, like, drink it, chill, cool, be easy. And you'll feel the effects of it. So it's not something you got to be super, like, worried about. And then they have another one in a can that has a whole lot more cannabis infused in it. But please visit them on Instagram at Marijuana Foods Co. or visit their website, drinkmj.com. We also sponsored by, if you have an annuity or structured settlement, hit up your girl Veronica with Catalina Structured Funding. Okay, she can get you your money when you need it most. Catalina Structured Funding is attorney owned and operated. So hit up your girl Veronica at 818-319-1581. Many of our listeners mistakenly believe the only way to buy a home is to have perfect credit, a large down payment, and then proceed to get into a bidding war on your favorite home. This isn't the case right here. The team at Prime Equity Mortgage has access to off-market inventory and access to 50-plus banks, plus their own bank. They have helped thousands of people in our community get their home and even help investors find ugly homes to flip. This is how home flippers buy their homes. Call Andrew now and see what he can do for you and your family. And his phone number is 626-825-6565. Looking for some good quality cannabis, killer quality cannabis, hit the folks at Killa Kush. They specialize in bringing you the best quality available from OG to exotic. They got it all, baby. Hit them up on IG to find their locations. They got a few shops. DM them at Killa Kush __420. Looking for the best criminal defense attorney in the city of Los Angeles? Look no further. This is our criminal defense attorney for Hoodstocks. His name is Doug Sherrod. And if you would like to, reach Doug Sherrod, if you mention Hoodstocks, he'll give you a little bit of direction. He does that with all my people that call him, and you can reach him at KingKongLawyer.com. KingKongLawyer.com. Orange County, stand up. Gutter Phenom is a lifestyle brand that is dedicated to supporting and inspiring individuals who are determined to achieve their dreams. We believe that no matter where you come from and what you've been through, with hard work and dedication, anything is possible. Visit gutterphenom.com. It's a clothing brand, man. Badass clothes. Quality clothes, bro. Everything you buy from them is quality stuff, man. And they last forever, as quality clothes should do, right? Or last longer than the average. Gutterphenom.com. Use Hoodstocks20. Get 20% off. We are sponsored by fucking La Conecta. Shout out to San Antonio, Texas. My boy Danny. ShopLaConecta.com. ShopLaConecta.com. Use Hoodstocks. Get 20% off. We're also sponsored by Rick and Morty Gummies. You know what I mean? Your passport to interdimensional. Your passport to inner realms of consciousness. These gummies are the best gummies I've ever tried in my life, and they have that magical mush in it, and it's just next level. At Rick and Morty Gummies Official on Instagram. Hit their DM at Rick and Morty Gummies Official. We're sponsored by Graphic Joe. Go to Instagram at GraphicJoe_. He'll take care of you on your brand stickers, your business stickers, all that. Use Hoodstocks. And just mention Hoodstocks to him. He's already going to give you a discount. All right, here we are back with our guest, OSITA. Let's go. So I believe we were talking about man, you being a part of that game at a young age. You had that one young girl that you had her go home because, you can be taught wrong all your life, but we have a thing called that God gives us, right? A conscience, common sense sometimes, right? Mm-hmm. That we know in our heart, even if we weren't taught it, that we know that it's wrong. And you knew that it was wrong. You got a good heart, right?
Yeah.
Just because you were, raised with fucked up parents in a fucked up environment doesn't take one's good heart away from them. It can taint it a little and it can make them be ugly at times, True
that.
Yeah. But there's some people too that are brought into this world and they just were born with a fucking devilish heart,
right? Yeah. Took me a while to get it right, long time. But it took me took me to my 40s. I think it was my 40s to get it right.
Like that, huh? Yeah, it'd be like that.
It's crazy though, some people get it right at a good age, but
yeah,
40s it's a long time.
Yeah, it is. And I did the same thing.
As long as you got it right.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I didn't start getting it right until my 40s.
Really?
Yeah, and so I get it, and so it makes me move even faster now, in a sense of I'm always looking at the clock. What I'm trying to accomplish, knowing that clock is fucking ticking.
Ticking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ticking. It's moving, And so since there's so much wasted time, that I had, we can relate to, and you want to just make up for.
Enjoy life now.
Enjoy life and try to get yourself in a position where you can, enjoy life. And I think a part of would you consider enjoying life is being able to, have X amount of money to live somewhat stress free and not have to worry about, bills, stuff like that? Does it take money to enjoy life? Probably not, right?
It really don't. It just we needed to survive though, like pay rent and stuff. But I believe we don't need all the money in the world to make it happen, you know, and enjoy it.
What? Yeah, no, absolutely, and I agree too. Because there's people that are millionaires, billionaires, and man,
they're not even happy.
They're not even happy.
They're not even happy.
Yeah, I think I think someone said more money, more problems.
Right.
Yeah.
True that.
And I guess it is true, but it sure does feel good to have a little comfort, right?
Right.
A little cushion in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not be so pressed from week to week or sometimes day to day.
Yeah. Well, true that.
So at 17 years old, you have a child. I mean, was it with one of your homeboys? Was it with someone on the streets? I would say, what kind of relationship was that?
He was a casual guy. He wasn't a gangbanger. He was a good boy, you know, good young boy. He
was square.
I used to dodge him out. He used to ride a skateboard, and I would hide from him because he wanted me to stop getting high, and I was like, oh, I ain't gonna stop getting high for you. You know, me and you are on a whole different level. Like, I was just trying to push my way from him, but every time I turned around, he was right there with his skateboard. I was like, what are you doing? Don't be looking for me. You know, that's embarrassing. Don't do that.
Shout out to that dude, bro.
Yeah.
He's a bad motherfucker, man.
That's not trying to relationship with me. I'm trying to relationship with my Holly, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm like, man, you're fucking up my program right here.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm trying to
burn the
enjoy
spot.
my high, and you over here trying to, crying and shit. Like,
Take me
what
out
are
to the movies.
like, what are you doing? Like, and then
He had like a crazy crush on you.
Yeah, he did.
That he'd skate around and look for you.
He would look for me, but then the crazy part, it switched up on me.
Now you started looking for him?
Yeah.
Because he wasn't looking for you anymore?
Yeah, it was
Why you
crazy.
started looking for me?
And
Nah,
that's
I
what
gotta look for this
happens.
fool.
That's what happens, you know, when you got somebody that's right there looking for you, and then you're just and then it turns around, and then you're like, what's up? Why this fool ain't looking for me?
Yeah,
no
what's
more?
up?
Like, what the hell?
Someone put him up on game.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Come over here, little
She
motherfucker.
wasn't having that, though. She wasn't having that.
Let me tell you, dog. I see you, bro. You always on that skateboard looking for that crazy ass female. You know what I mean?
Can I tell you something
Go
though?
ahead, yeah.
It's funny. So, the crazy part about it is this guy, I ended up catching him in the hotel with the girls that I was pimping.
Slipping.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. I was laughing. I was like, what the? To me, I thought it was funny.
Did you leave his skateboard outside the door that you knew it was him in there? I mean,
I think he gave up the skateboard.
Did you
He
break
wasn't
the
riding a
skateboard?
I think he was walking around at that time. He wasn't riding no bike or skateboard, I think. It was
Yeah.
funny, though, yeah.
he lost his transportation, huh?
Yeah, he did.
Fuck.
She
They
knows
should
I'm
have bought
always-
him a bike. That's what they should have did. You know?
Yeah,
He
with
was
with some foot pegs so you can get on the back.
With a helmet.
yeah, it was crazy how it turned. But then I was like, man, get over it. You know, life goes on. You know, it's crazy. But the thing is, when I told him I was pregnant, I found out at 5 months. So we wasn't together. So he was like, what do you mean? But he didn't let me explain to him how many months I was.
Yeah, he was already saying it ain't mine.
Yeah, so he took out running. I was like, okay, whatever. You know, I left it like that. I raised my son, and it's crazy because I think my son was 19. And this man came looking for me, talking about, I want to meet my son. I said, you fucking crazy.
Did he still have the skateboard?
No, he had a car, and he owned a shop. He had a car shop and everything. And he was like, look, I'm doing good, and da-da-da-da. And I was like, who cares? What do you want? I want to meet my son after. My son is 19 years old.
You better
bro.
make up 19 Christmases and all that.
Right?
Yeah, straight
and
up.
I told
Cash money.
And when I told my son about it, you know what he told me? He looked at me, he goes, what the fuck are you talking about? Why would you even ask me? I said, my bad. I just asked. Because I don't want later on in the future if something happens, I don't want you to say you never told me that.
Yeah, that's right.
But my son got mad at me. He didn't talk to me for a while, so I was like, okay, cool, you know.
Because he wanted to meet his dad?
He didn't want to.
Okay.
He didn't.
So you did the right thing by shooing him away then.
But I just, but I asked my son.
Hey, would you like to see your dad?
That was it.
Because that fool
Give
just
him the
rolled
respect.
up
But I fucked
in
up
a
by
nice ass
asking
car.
him.
Yeah, okay. Damn. So yeah, he was real. He was real sensitive about it.
Yeah, he was like, "What? Why would you even ask me?" I said, "Because later on in the future, when it comes, you know, to the, and you're gonna be like, oh, you never told me that. You know how kids throw that at you later on. It's
Yeah.
like,
I mean, it's kind of like a no-win situation in a sense.
you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. So I was like, man, okay, I'll never bring it up again. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
You know, and it was
That's how I think about it when a prostitute is standing in front of me.
Well, damn.
I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't.
It is what it is, and I am what I am. Sounds like Popeye and shit. Yep, skippity doo.
I'm skippity
Skip boo. I am what I am, and you what I am. Hopefully not a man. You're gonna be damn at the end. Damn. Why you let me drink like that, fool? Entourage. One so I won't drink right, and the other one so I won't drink left.
Who gave this dude the night train? I want to know that.
Not without the Kool-Aid.
Man, that's the worst part.
Man.
Without the Kool-Aid, you got to put the Kool-Aid in there to
Yeah.
give it a little taste.
Yep. But I was straight Wayne, like you said, it wasn't hitting if you weren't doing the Macarena, you know what I'm saying? You take a sip, start
Right.
doing, you know what I mean? Yeah, I gotta get that, you know what I mean?
That shit gives me Oscar now just thinking
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
man! I tried the other day. Oh yeah, you can have this back. Can I get a twisted, yeah, a light one? Ain't nothing light about you, fool.
I like twisted.
Yeah. No, like hell no.
Man, that's crazy.
That's what's up.
And so but back to you. So damn, you raised your son by yourself. Then what kind of mom would you consider yourself raising a son like that at that point in time in your life?
I'm gonna be honest with you. So after I had my son, you know, I stood home 2 weeks, you know, recuperated and all that good stuff. And after 2 weeks, I was like, Mom. She was like, what do you want? I said, I need to go out. And she was like, what do you mean? I said, just watch my baby for like maybe half an hour. And she was like, no. And she made a big old thing, but I was like, come on, man, I'll bring you something back.
Yeah.
Let me just go. So I went, and I didn't come home the whole night. I came home in the morning, and she was like, rah, 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 rah. I was like, here, I brought you something.
Yeah.
And she shut up and went in her room. And she's like, are you planning to go out tonight? And I was like,
She's like, this is kind of working out right here.
I wanted to go out. Like, the streets was calling me, the drugs was calling me, and I was just wanting to get high. And I was like, man, like, what do I do? So I kind of still was going out and getting high, you know, and then I would stay home with him. And, you know, it was an up and down thing. I tried to, like, no, just stay home. Then somebody would call me, hey, fool, I got woo, let's go, woo. And I'm like, oh, okay, hold on, let me put my baby to sleep. You know?
Give him some NyQuil.
Yeah, and then I would leave. I would go out for a while, and then I would come back, and I would be in the room high, and he would be asleep, and I'd be like, oh, my God, I want to go back out. You know how it is.
I think I get like 20 more minutes.
Yeah, I'm like, man, like, so I would just sneak out again, and it was all bad. My mom was just right there. I'm like, just he's asleep. Just I'll be back. I'm gonna be in the front. Okay? And she would go to the front and look at me and be like, where were you at? Oh, I went a little bit down the street.
I was in the way of the front.
Right?
in the front.
And you're way the fuck away from that.
Way in the front.
And I'm telling you, I was a hot mess. Like, I didn't know how to say no to drugs. It was just, you know, there. But after that, I think I started slowing down little by little, you know.
Did you ever have to face any type of incarceration or anything like that?
Me?
Yeah.
That I had to pay somebody?
No, did you ever have to face any type of incarceration?
The funny thing is, it's funny because the Bell Police, they didn't like me.
Yeah.
And they would always just take me in just to take me in. You know, maybe they would tell my mom, I'm giving you 20 minutes to pick her up. If you don't pick her up in 20 minutes, she's gone.
Yeah. So they knew you.
Yeah, they knew me.
They knew your situation.
They already knew me.
Yeah.
So they would take me in, and then here comes my mom. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, but you came.
Yeah.
You came before they put me on that bus, you know, to take me to LP.
Yeah.
And when the last time, I think it was so many times that they did that, and finally she just let them take me. And I was like, okay. She really let them take me, right? And when they took me, she went to court. I was like, why are you here?
Yeah,
Like,
could have picked me up.
Like, you could have picked me up in that 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But you wasn't there that time in this 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm tired of it. And I was like, it is what it is. So
Yeah.
she went, and I got out again. And then she's like, ain't you tired of coming in and out here? I was like, I ain't in here for nothing bad. My thing was taking cars.
Yeah.
That was my thing. I would take a car from here to here, here, here. That was my...
Joyriding.
Yeah, that was my
Here we
thing.
go borrowing again.
Yeah,
That's where you need to go to.
I had to borrow a car to get from here to here to here to here and to get back to here to here.
Yeah.
Me too. I did that today.
Hey, and I would leave it right there and it wasn't stripped down or nothing. It was all good.
Yeah.
Maybe out of gas, Hey, when you take a car, you got to make sure it has gas, a full tank.
We used to steal cars and we keep
Or
them.
siphon the next one.
Right?
Yeah, remember you used to siphon the gas?
We used to jack cars, and we come to a point that we'd have the car for so long, we start washing it and cleaning it.
Yeah, cleaning is yours.
I used to
Yeah.
take my dad to church in them and all kind of shit. Real talk, man.
He'd be like, where you got that car? Don't trip, fool. Get in there.
Hell yeah, no, ponte ya, te las doñas, métese, vamos. Double up, put the speaker on top of your lap.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Where you put the speaker, the house speaker on your lap.
Back with somebody else.
Straight bumping, taking all the doñas to church, fool. Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
that's how you need. Yeah, that's with a J, not a Y.
Not even
I
knowing
appreciate
it's
you.
a stolen car.
Yeah, hell
right?
yeah, dipping.
I did a high-speed chase one time. They had to chase me. It was crazy. I got away, though.
Oh, you did? Because you get. She's like, got away. Don't say nothing else. You might not get away.
Right? It was funny.
That's
It was
what's up.
funny, though. I think I was 15 at that one. It was crazy.
I think I seen you on the news the other day running across the freeway off ramp. You know what I mean?
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
It was the other Chola.
Yeah. Hey, we all have a look-alike, okay?
But kind of looking like you, motherfucker.
I think it's. I was always sometimes cheering for high-speed pursuits because I've been in my fair share of high-speed pursuits. But what I don't like now as a grown man, and I see these high-speed pursuits when they're fucking
A lot of people get hurt.
driving like fucking maniacs, running red lights, like fucking driving on side. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? You want one? I mean, honestly, I'm going to say this on none of my high-speed pursuits that I ever, you know what I mean? I mean, you could have jumped through that alley and got smacked quick because I was flying through those alleys. But, not intentionally. I mean, I was a responsible criminal to some point.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
That's good to know.
No, I mean, but I see that on the news all the time, and I'm talking a little shit. You know what I mean? But I see it on the news all the time, man. And these motherfuckers are just like, and that can be your family right there.
Mm-hmm.
Kids getting picked up from school, and this fucking idiot is going 100 miles an hour down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A busy street, traffic, kids walking home from school. I mean, I always throw the kids in it because at the end of the day, how many times have we seen kids, lose their
Get
life?
hit by a drunk driver. And
Yeah,
stuff
that
like
too.
that.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Yeah, also the cops continue to chase a fool for some small stuff.
Yeah.
No, they should stop and let them, because there's danger in the community and people too at the same time.
Kind of just let them get
If
away.
it's some small stuff, I understand. No, I don't go for the cops thing, but it's like if it's small ticket or he's speeding, let that fool go. If it's a little warm, fuck it. At least you know what I'm saying, what it is. But it's the cops that continue to pursue them. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't that serious. Eventually they'll stop because they stop chasing me. I'll stop. They keep chasing me. I'll keep going.
Right?
Yeah. That's what the ice cream does. The ice cream truck does all the time.
Ice cream truck.
Try to pay him in the food stamps. $1. Yeah, but real talk, it's on the police too, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's a good point. It's a good point in the sense of just like, them chasing them.
Over small,
You just keep the helicopter on them. That's it.
Let the motherfucker-
Or the helicopter at a distance. I mean, I'm not saying, hey, man, let's fucking start arresting everybody. I'm not a police officer, but at the end of the day, we're talking about, how can we lessen from an innocent person, bystander, just having a regular day, getting potentially hit by 100 cop cars, chasing one dude that's fucking on a sick one.
Right.
Because he ran out of Walmart with fucking shampoo. Really, man, them shampoo, really, man. You know how many lights you broke that was like cost the city, and he only stole like $10 of shit? Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? You run through all these, you know what I mean? It's crazier than 20 O.J. Simpsons at the Bunny Ranch with 20 knives. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this guy's talking about now.
my bad. I'm from Atlanta, baby, so I talk like this, man. You know what I'm saying? Hank Hill, baby. I'm Hank Hill from the hills. You know what I'm saying, man?
And I'm just like, right?
Yeah. He lost me at 20 O.J. Simpsons at a bunny ranch. You know what I mean?
Later on, you be like, oh, I get it now. You know?
I might be a slow listener. I don't know, dog. I might be a slow listener. But anyway, so you had your couple run-ins in with the law. This time you get arrested. Did you get any time for that?
No, that time no, until I got older. Then I did some time.
Yeah. And so, how has your life been since, like, jumping into your 20s? I mean, have you ever held a job or anything like that?
When I was in my 20s, no. My thing was, I didn't want a job. I was like...
You had a job?
No, I didn't want a job, though.
No, but you had a job in a sense of...
Yeah. But to work and really get paid, I was like, I don't want it, I was being lazy. There came to a point later on as I got older, I had my second son in 92. So when I had my second son, my mom called me one day and she was like, can I take the kids to a birthday party? And I was like, no, I have plans. And she just kept persisting, let me take the kids. So I dropped them off on a Friday and I didn't get off the car. So that Sunday when I went to go pick them up, the curtains were gone in my mom's house. This lady moved and took my kids and I didn't know where my kids were. So now I freaked out and I told the lady next door, I snatched her up and I was like, where's my mom? Where's my kids? And she was like, I don't know. I said, what do you mean you don't know? So I went on a trip where I just became alcoholic. And I drank from morning to night. And I searched for my kids for 2 years. And every day I would tell somebody, take me over here driving around. Take me over here. I got to look for my kids. And I drank every day. And I cried and I would cry. And 2 years later, my mom finally called me. And acting like nothing. Like, hey, what's up? What you doing? I was like, what? Bitch, where's my kids? And it's crazy because they were in a hotel that I passed through 1,000 times and never thought that they were in that hotel.
Damn. Yeah.
That was crazy.
I want to say something real quick. 20 OJs in a bunny ranch. That's a bloodbath. I get it.
You get it?
I get
White
it.
girl, right? Nicole?
I get it. Yes. It's
right?
a bloodbath.
You get it now?
Yeah,
with kitchenware?
Yes, I get
and
it.
With a knife?
I'm a slow listener sometimes, bro. I'm smoking weed, bro.
I know, I'm not that. Yeah, I'm slow, never mind.
Yeah, 20 OJs in a bunny ranch.
Okay.
That's a fucking bloodbath.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying, baby? I talk pimponology, Back in the day, I was putting it in my pocket too, baby. You know what I'm saying?
It took him a while
With
to
my
get
Mexican
it.
pesos, you know what I mean? PIMP, you know what I mean? Straight cold chilling.
Did you guys get it? Okay.
Very young. Yeah.
Okay.
But that MC Hammer was like
They're with him, though. They're with him. Of course, they're going to say that. No,
Motherfucker don't shut the fuck up.
no, they're like, they're like, you know how many times that motherfucker said that shit? He's still saying the same old shit.
Nah, they don't. That's new shit to them.
You got so much shit. You got so much.
Yeah. If we got to start looking at their notes, all right? I don't think last week you said that.
Notes. So you start. I'm sorry, brother, but I had to put that in there because I was listening slow.
As long as you listening, baby. Ain't no better late than never. Just like I just got here.
You're drinking heavily. You know. I wanted to ask you about education. Did you ever go to complete any high school or anything like that?
I don't know.
Hell no.
No.
I mean, were you ever enrolled into a high school?
I was enrolled and I got kicked out. I got kicked out for fighting. Every school that they put me into, I got kicked out.
Closer to the mic.
Yeah, I always got kicked out.
Yeah.
For fighting or just bullying somebody. I don't know. They always kick me out.
Stealing a motherfucker pair of shoes and shit.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't last in school. I quit at 11th grade.
11th grade. Okay,
Yeah.
so you do. You know what I mean? What was your favorite thing to do during PE? Besides not
Nothing.
being there.
Just sitting there.
You just sit there?
Yeah, and fight with somebody or pick on somebody. I don't know.
It's safe to say you've been a bully all your life.
I was kind of a bully, yeah. So,
How about this? Subjects that you sat in class with, was there any subject that you actually tried to do or you felt that you were interested in or you were good at? I mean, any subject?
No, I'm going to be honest with you. Every time I was in class, I was always shermed out.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, and back then, the teachers didn't care. They were just passing you just to get you out of school. Now the schools is stricter now, but back then, just put it to the next grade. They didn't care.
Yeah.
And I would sit in class.
Just so they didn't have to see you again for another year.
Yeah, right. And I would just sit in class high. Like I didn't focus on anything. School didn't interested me for anything.
Yep.
No, I was like, I'm just gonna sit here high and see if they notice. That was it.
Oh, yeah. Also, shermed out. I felt Spanish. I'm Mexican.
Right?
How you get an F minus? Well, what happened here?
Right?
I felt Spanish. ¿Por qué? My grandma, no say. It's not no che food. Just get your ass in the room. Well, my grandma take the weed and put in her alcohol. I need that for my lovelies.
Oh, for the arthritis and that.
She'll take my weed and put it in alcohol. I'm looking because I should smoke lovelies. I don't like cigarettes. Yeah, I go. I'm grounding, go in my room, and no, I go in the cabinet and be right there straight.
Right.
Hey, they are floating. And she's out rubbing the doñas next door praying. Oh, man.
Did you?
Yeah, she knowing that's what's up.
Yeah.
Did you ever, during your, have you ever tried to get your GED or anything like that?
I did, but I gave up.
You gave up?
I just gave up. I was like, this is not for me. You know, I don't like people telling me what to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like, no, it gets me irritated and frustrated.
Yeah.
And and I'm just like, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to do it.
Yep.
Like, you know, and I don't know. I just didn't want to. Like, it just wasn't me, you know?
How was your, so a lot of your younger years were in the 80s.
Yeah.
And how was it, you know, being the fact that like from the 80s, you're on the streets to the early 90s. I mean, how did the 80s turn to the 90s in your perspective towards the streets?
It was the same. Like, I was off drugs already, but just in the 90s, I was drinking a lot.
I mean, in regards to the culture of the streets, you know, the 80s, you know.
Oh, the 80s was more crazier.
The 80s was crazier than the 90s?
Yes, it was more people from different areas were like in one place at one time, and how was that happening? You get me?
Okay.
It was like, whoa, this person's over here when he's not supposed to be over here, but it was crazy because everybody got along. But so when it came to the 90s, it started getting to where like, nah, you can't be here, you gotta go. You know, it started hitting like that, but then
would it be in a sense of motherfuckers started like more individuals were getting killed during the 90s? You know, a lot more gunplay, gangbanging. Met it's probably
mad gunplay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It started getting like that in the 90s more.
Not that, and there was obviously, you know, guns and stuff like that in the 80s, but it sounds like there was more, you know, maybe like, you know,
80s was more partying.
More partying.
More partying. People wasn't, pop locking was out.
Yeah,
you
more
know.
fighting if anything.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That more
it was
fighting.
more fighting.
Chains, bats, knives.
I got beat up by K rockers, breakdancers, all that.
Shovels and all that.
Shovels,
know.
shovels. Yeah.
Crowbars. Everybody got a crowbar in the back.
Well, let's say this: if you were in a fight in the 80s and you had 4 choices of a weapon, okay? You got a shovel. You got a chain, you have a bat, and you have a knife. Which one are you gonna grab?
Probably the bat.
The bat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good choice.
I think the bat would be a good one too. I was thinking about the shovel, but then again, a bat you can just be real swift on it. You know what I mean? Real quick on it.
Shovel's kind of heavy.
Would it be a wooden bat or would it be an aluminum bat?
Wooden.
Wooden bat for sure. Yeah. No,
Well, technically,
100%.
it won't kill nobody or hurt somebody to wake
It would-
up.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You don't want to hurt
Bro, you can
nobody.
kill somebody with a bat,
Yeah,
bro.
you
And I'm
wanna
not
be
saying if we were to go kill somebody, we're gonna kill them with a
I'm
butter
saying
knife,
back
a
in the
fork,
80s.
or a spoon. You know, I'm just
Back
saying.
in the 80s, that was the...
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, no, it would be the go-to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember in the 90s and shit, there'd be bats laying around and they'd be all banged out and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, You're telling on yourself.
It'd be
Carry
all
it everywhere
banged
with
out.
you. I had a
Your
little.
name's
I had a
on it.
little one. I used to.
The
carry
little
one.
Dodger bats,
yeah,
right?
I used to
Oh,
put
yeah.
it in my pocket.
Those were
Really.
clutch. 100%. Dodger bats was shit.
The boyfriend beaters.
Yeah.
Dodgers. Car.
Dodger Stadium didn't even realize what the fuck they
Right?
were doing giving out those free bats. It's
You know how
bad
many
day.
relationships you messed up? You know how many road rage?
You know how many
Right.
jaws got broken with a little baby Dodger bat?
On the side.
Those motherfuckers were effective. I think
Yeah.
that's the back in the 90s, that was or early 90s, maybe 80s too, you know what I mean? That was the Billy Club of the gangsters. You know what I mean? Got that little Dodger bat right there. And like you said too, telling on themselves, they're all banged out and shit.
Blood on it. So this is not yours, right? You're not this guy here. It says your date of birth. Yeah, that's still not me. You know what I mean? And that's a sturdy wood back then too. It was made by some Avenger stuff.
Yeah.
That would not break.
Yeah, so most definitely from the 80s, the 90s changed. I mean, you're from a crazy, I mean, your era is from going to the 80s and crossing over to the 90s is a like, it's crazy in a sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the 80s, the 90s, man, sheesh. Those were some crazy times in Los Angeles, right?
Right.
Yeah, the Rodney King beatings.
Oh,
They
yeah.
had the fucking, just a lot of stuff going
A lot
on.
of stuff going on then. A lot
Yeah,
of stuff.
and then you didn't have all the cameras, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You know, you didn't have all the tracking devices that we all carry every single
If you
day.
did have a camera in the hood, they know who had the camera.
The beepers were out then. The beepers.
Yeah.
The beepers were
JJ
out then.
beepers.
Yup.
JJ
The
Beavers.
king of beepers. Hey, everybody. Like, hell yeah, JJ, king of beepers. You gotta see through this, see through that. Like, man, I see through your bullshit. How much for that plastic thing? We had a little gold chain on it.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
All colors,
Hell
yellow,
yeah.
green.
You wonder why the cops got you? Because you have a grip of quarters in your pocket?
Right?
I
gotta run to the phone.
Yeah, 911. What? I need 2 nickels. You know what type of big car I'm driving right now? Yeah, what's up?
Nowadays, what they do is if you say commit a horrendous crime and you have a cell phone located on you, they check the cell towers around. And I guess, I mean, from what I hear and what I've seen, that the cell towers, the ping or whatever, and they can locate you to that exact location, say if it is a crime scene, you know what I mean? Yeah, if it was cell phones, man, they
Yeah.
just, you know, they something to, you know what I mean, understand what you got in your pocket. You know,
yes.
you dumb motherfucker, you know? Yeah.
I didn't do that. What says you're around the corner? Oh yeah, I was eating some tacos there in the alley. They was not selling tacos in the alley, fool.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's different. The individuals from the '80s and the '90s really got the spot hot for everybody else that is on the streets now. But I guess they adapt to the times. You know what I mean? If you're in the criminal world, you should understand. You know what I mean? That you got to adapt to the times. You know.
Yeah.
You know, in the sense of that. But back then, it was just fucking chaos,
It was
man.
crazy.
Chaos, man. Fools getting chased. Helicopters are always out. Man, it was just a fucking. If you survived it, you have some good memories from that era. But a lot of people didn't survive those eras. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people didn't survive those eras. Kids didn't survive those eras. And to this day, I always be very thankful for my life. You know,
Yeah.
because I think about these young dudes that we didn't know what the fuck we were doing, but we knew what we were doing, but. You know, and they lost their lives, you know, and that's, that's crazy. You know, we gotta do better, and we gotta teach right. And sometimes I'm not the best example of that, but ultimately I try to.
You're an example, man.
I try to be, in a sense,
All of us.
but we all flawed, and we grow in real time
Yeah.
nowadays. Especially if you're on a podcast or if you're a influencer like yourself. You know what I mean? People, as long as people see you growing, sometimes we might take a couple steps back, but ultimately, like if you have a platform, you got to be responsible.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I'm not responsible, but you always want to show, hey, well, I'm trying to be responsible. I'm trying to grow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think people respect that. You know.
True that.
But
I'm also a gang intervention.
that's dope. How you do that? Talk to me about that.
I work with kids from 14 to 25.
14 to 25.
Yeah.
How did you get into that?
It's crazy. I never thought I would get into that because look at me. You know, like, and I got the opportunity. I did an application first with Big Volunteers of America.
Okay.
And their grid. So what it was my homeboy was working there, and he said, "Hey, they got a position for they got an opening. Do an application." And I said, "All right." They're not gonna hire me, fool. He was like, "Don't trip, man. They're gonna hire you."
Yeah.
So I did the application, and it was taking a while. It's a process because they gotta check your background and all that, you know.
Yeah.
So he ended up one day. He said, "I gotta go to the hospital." Something. I think he got bit by a spider, and it just became like a bubble, right?
Yeah.
So he went to the hospital, and then I went to go take him food maybe 2 times, and then he was calling me. He's like, "Hey, I can't do this no more." I was like, "What are you talking about? You just went in there to get your bubble drained.
Yeah.
You know, you're good." He was like, "No, I can't do this no more." Long story short, he ended up passing away.
Wow.
He ended up passing away, and when he passed away, I took it hard because that was my dog, like from years. That was my best friend.
Yeah.
So when he passed away, everybody's like, "That's that's your shine. Get the position." And I was like, "No, I don't want his position." So they were like, "He would have wanted you to have it." So I was like, "All right." So I got it. So now it's called a CIW.
Okay.
So I started working there. I was there for 3 years, and then we try to like be there for the kids. I had young girls calling me at 2-3 in the morning. My mom kicked me out. They're crying. Mom's doing this. So there I go trying to talk to mom, like let her back in the house. You know, she can't be out here. Like she wants to fix herself, but you keep throwing her out and stuff. But it's a hard job doing that because you got to be there for the kids, like emotionally, to everything they're going through, you know, and then guide them, you know, like some of them are already out there like gangbanging, some of them are not, so we have to guide them to not do, you know, the bad stuff. So we take them on field trips. We're there for them. If they need anything from us, we try to help them out. And so when I got that position, it was like, whoa. So I was there for 3 years. But I had 2 jobs. So I am now I'm with it's called Second Call. So we do the same thing, and me and my husband, he got hired with me now too. So we're out there with the kids. It's all about the community, and you know, we have to be there for them. So it's a lot of stuff. It's just a lot.
Dope.
You know.
Congratulations to you on that.
Yep.
That's dope.
Oh yeah.
Paying it forward in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're paying it forward, man. That's great. That's amazing. And is it how does it feel being in the position to help?
I love it.
You love it.
I love it.
It's your calling, you would say?
Huh?
Would you consider it a passion or a calling?
I think a calling.
A calling?
Yeah.
Which you're passionate about,
That's what
right?
I'm passionate about. Yeah, because I love what I do. You know, especially for the kids, the community, whatever I can do to help out, that's what I'm there for, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep on doing it, you know? It's just, it's a lot. It's a lot, though.
Yeah, no, for sure. I can imagine it being a lot of maybe emotional baggage in a sense that sometimes it brings up your past, you know, maybe, you know?
Yeah, it does. It does, but I'm strong, you know?
Yeah.
I got
Built that
this.
way.
You're not that little girl no more.
No, I'm strong. I got it, you know?
Yeah.
I hear them out, and I try to talk to them, and if there's a fight, we have to, like, stop it. Come on, you guys. It's not worth fighting, you know? Get it together. But they get it. Some of them get it. Some of these kids get it and some don't.
Yeah.
You know, and the good thing is sometimes when I talk to these kids, they message me later on and say, it didn't go one ear out the other. So that makes me happy that they were listening.
The seeds you planted actually
You're a
grew.
real one.
Yeah.
You want to hear from a real one, someone from
Yeah.
experience. You know,
So
you get into what
it's
you really
cool.
been through.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so you've been doing that. We kind of skipped over some parts, you know, but when you said you were drinking heavily, you obviously had to check yourself and maybe get yourself some help.
I did it on my own.
You did it on your own.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did it on my own.
Just one day arose and you said, you know what, this is enough.
Yeah, I just said, that's it. I gotta stop because I wasn't getting nowhere. It was like just thinking about the alcohol now, like every day, I just like, ugh. I had to stop. I
Yeah.
was like, what am I? I'm hurting myself, you know? I was going in and out the hospital, like, you know, staying in there for like a week or so, getting all the IVs in me and stuff. So I had to quit.
Yeah. And you were strong enough to do it on your own. Salute to you on that.
Yeah.
And so since then, has your life been moving in the right direction?
It has.
It has.
It has. You know, everybody has a roller coaster, but sometimes you fall, sometimes you come back up. But right now, so far, everything's good.
Everything's good, huh?
Yeah. It's good. I'm blessed right now.
That's good. I'm glad. Did life's gotten easier in a sense?
Not really easy. You know.
Have your ups and downs, like you said.
Yeah, it has ups and downs, but I'm better. I'm better now than I was.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how do you maintain, you know, that right head on your shoulders? You know, we all have temptation. It's all around us. Is it just you within yourself? Do you pray on it? I mean, how do you find the willpower to have the strength to, you know, keep moving in the right direction?
I just wake up every morning and be like, I got this. And then I have 2 daughters.
Okay.
Those are my babies. One is 16 and one is 14. And
You're raising teenagers.
yeah.
That's big.
Yeah, it's hard.
Is that hard?
It's hard. It's very hard. But
How?
those are my babies. I love them.
How are they doing in life and school and stuff? Are they doing okay?
They're doing so-so.
So-so?
I'm not going to say perfect, but
Yeah.
they trying.
Yeah, and that's all that matters.
You know? And I'm going to give them that. They trying, you know, but sometimes they have their little roller coasters, you know. I've got to push them, but they're all right. They're good kids, though. You know, I ain't got to worry about them running the streets, trying to be here and there.
There you go.
You know,
That's right.
I ain't got to worry about that. They're good girls. They stay at home. If they do want to go somewhere, like down the street and hang out with their friends, I will give them that. But they got to be home at a certain time.
Absolutely.
You know, but you're not going to just be, oh, no. Mm-mm.
You got structure in your household.
Yeah.
Can't run
yeah.
game, that person that built on
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
I'm really, really strict with my girls. Like,
Good for you.
and they tell me, you're so strict. I'm like, it's not that. There's crazy people out there.
Oh, there it is.
You know, I got to be on my
It is.
toes. I don't want nothing to happen to you. You know, they get it. But they're good girls. At least they're not out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's if you love your kids, that's the worst thing you want to see your kids doing, getting sucked into the streets. And let's be honest, especially if they're young girls.
Yeah.
You know, they're young girls. Man, that shit would drive me fucking crazy. I got 2 young girls right now that I'm finally raising and doing right in my life with, out of my kids that I brought into this world. And man, I'll go saw a motherfucker's head off. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Don't play with me.
man, that's one thing you don't
back
mess
brakes
with.
on.
I'm
Knee brakes on,
gonna
it's
put
going
my
down.
Big Ben jersey on, bro. You know what I mean?
Put some icy hot on my elbows, it's going down. If you get beat up by an elder, it's all bad. If you beat up an elder, you got elder abuse. Fool. You beat us that fool grandpa, he came here and smelled like Bengay and shit. He did it for his girl, though. That's all that matters. As long as you there and you try, man.
2 black eyes smelling like Bengay.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that's all bad. That's a story you don't share with the homies.
Right?
Oh, my bad.
Motherfucker with a
You're not editing this out? My bad.
yeah, fucking and so man, we'll salute to you on, you know, being a good mom and showing your girls a look that you weren't able to see, right?
Right. I try to give them everything I can that I didn't have. And then sometimes I think I do too much.
You spoil them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try because that's things that I didn't have when I was young, you know?
Yeah.
But I think I do too much. But I love them.
My girls are spoiled rotten. Like,
That's the way it is with girls, I think.
but to a point where they're just like, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. Sometimes they just ain't appreciating shit, you know?
That part.
They ain't appreciating it because they got it so easy, or they know that, you know.
We're not gonna say no.
Yeah.
That part.
I mean, I say no, but I say yes a whole lot more than I say no. That's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I say yes a whole lot more than I say no, and whatever. It is what it is. You know, I want to spoil my girls. I don't want them to ever feel like they're without, or they, you know, all the kids got the cool stuff and they ain't got shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That shit. That's not cool, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Halloween, I was one with the paper plate and the yarn. It was like you know what I'm saying? The Halloween fucking little costume party, parade at elementary. They just put a paper bag over me and put a straight paper plate on my face and put a smile on. I was like, waving at people that don't know me and I don't know them. But I had a mask on. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Mom. My bad.
That shit is pretty funny.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was cool then. That was not funny now. I don't know if I dietitian or a therapist. It was good with you.
And so when did you get on to the point, like, so is that all you do right now is you're working with the kids?
Working with the kids. So I have one job right now with that, doing that.
Who's coughing like that, bro?
That's me, my bad, dog.
Oh, shit.
My fault, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
And just that right now, and TikTok is a job too.
TikTok, yeah?
Yeah, it's a job.
Okay.
You got to keep those videos rolling.
Yeah, and so that's, you know, being a part of an influencer, you have to have these, you know, TikTok, Instagram, so on and so forth, and because it can create revenue for yourself. I get a TikTok check once in a while, you know, but they're so petty, they just demonetize. I get demonetized across the board, man. Hoodstocks is just like, I'll be seeing these clips going crazy, man. As soon as I get flagged. TikTok is really, really sensitive.
Yeah, they are.
They flag me to a point where now I don't even see like money, and I get hundreds of thousands sometimes, tens of thousands, you know, and no money because I don't know. Because you get hit on TikTok, and then they put you on like fucking timeout, suspension. Yeah. I think I'm on a suspension right now. I stay on suspension on TikTok, and so now I don't even post on that shit no more.
You got to put a 602 form in. You know what I'm saying? 120, a 22 form. You know what I mean? Like, damn, you got to give me a thumbprint. And then they want your face identity.
They're really strict on that.
Yeah, they're strict. And so, but you just, I kind of rambled off on my frustrations with just, because I guess we have just like the I don't know, our content, they're really, really like, try to like put a cap on it. And, you know, what do they call it when they ghost you or some shit like that? Shadow ban.
Shadow ban you.
Yeah.
If you have a beer, they will shadow ban you.
We've been shadow banned a few times on YouTube, and sometimes people are like, hey, I can't find that, or hey, it's not notifying me, or it's not popping up, or this and that, and I'll just be like, hey, man, you know what I mean? It is what it is, you know, straight up. But so when you do these videos on TikTok, what exactly kind of videos, what kind of content are you uploading?
So there's times that I'll do one with my peeps, because I call everybody my peeps. For all you women out there that are struggling, going through it, get up, take a shower. We all been through thunderstorm, hurricanes, whatever. You got to keep on pushing.
Yeah.
You know, because if you don't do it, nobody else is going to do it. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you if you're just laying there in bed. You know, you got to get up and keep pushing, especially for women, you know. Like, women go through a lot. Yes. You know, they go through the breakup with their boyfriends, whoever, the kids. It depends how many kids they have. It's just a whole big old stress ball they get. You know, it's a lot. So.
Yeah, because for some reason women always end up with the kids when the dude's messing up.
Yes.
I mean, it's a very small percentage of like And there are dudes that end up with the kids, but that just tells you how bad old girl was doing.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
and hey, you know,
Exactly.
it is what it is. It does happen sometimes, but it's usually, you know, like everything you mentioned right now, usually can potentially fall on the women. You know.
So
But-
women go through a lot. It's a lot on women.
But then the dude, on the flip side, he's fucking still riding a bike because he's got his license suspended because he ain't paid child support, you know what I mean? He can't get a real fucking job because they're taking fucking 80% of his motherfucking check and he still can't see his kids. I mean, come on, guys, let me hear you. Where are we at? I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you.
Well, then he shouldn't have had kids then.
Yeah.
We pull out.
Pull out game week, is that what they say?
It takes two to tango.
Yeah, no, I know, and I don't want to do all that because I could have said, well, she should have not fucking done the splits.
Well, it's both ways. It's both ways, yeah. But you know,
100%.
it's danger. Everything you do in life.
Yeah, there's repercussions.
Yeah, it is.
But in the sense of what we're talking about, the repercussions seem like a big percentage, a huge percentage falls on the female.
Yeah, true.
Because then now she's a single mom, she's on welfare, she's struggling, you know, she can't, hard to go to school, hard to get a job, got
Right.
kids, still in diapers. I mean, shit, man.
It's hard. It's hard. Trust me.
I never realized how big of an advocate I am for women. You know what I mean? Because women, I am a big advocate for women, even though, you know, most of our audience are dudes right here. So we talk a lot of we talk a lot of reckless shit right here. Like I've talked a lot of crazy shit, but deep down inside, it's just, you know, I mean some of it. I do mean some of it. I'm not gonna lie, but and I am an asshole. But it's funny to think about it sometimes. You know, it's funny to talk shit about it. But at the end of the day, in all reality, women are suffering. A lot of women are suffering on these streets right now.
Yeah, they are.
You know, for everything we're talking about.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, damn. What would you say? I don't know. I was gonna ask you a question, but I don't think it'd be hard to answer. You know, so I stopped. But yeah. So advocating for women now, you're inspiring them because when they go through that TikTok, right? You know what I mean, bop, hey, you know what? I needed to hear that. I wasn't gonna hit the grill today. You know what I mean? I'm gonna brush the grill because homegirl. You know what I mean?
Keep it real.
OG homegirl right here. OSITA's. You know what I mean? You know, kind of, and people need these words, man.
Yeah.
Because they don't go to therapy.
Yeah.
They don't have access to certain things, or maybe they're like, nah, I ain't gonna go talk to that stranger.
Yeah,
And sometimes
pride.
they
It's pride sometimes gets
Yeah,
you.
pride, right,
I don't know
dog?
nothing about this.
Yeah.
Like we didn't grow up on this, and then even in prison, like you're a homie, you can't take pills. You can't see the psych. You know what I'm saying? And then now you have the option, but now it's like, man, I don't know you. I'm not gonna tell my feelings to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, who are you? You know what I mean? And we deprive ourselves of that. Now it's like, but you find the confidence in your friend, your homie, your
A post?
yeah, a host. Like, yeah.
A post? You know
a post,
what I mean?
yeah. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? But it's the ones you expect. You know what I mean? Don't come through. The ones you expect, they come through. You know what I mean?
You're kind of like an online therapist in a sense.
Yeah, I need to get a new phone line because I have so many people. I have so many women who leave me messages. Like
It's overwhelming sometimes.
it is.
Yeah.
My husband has to go through the messages. I don't got time for that. So he goes through them and he'll be like, "You might want to answer this one," and I'm like, "What is it saying?" He's like, "Oh, it's like a whole life story." So I'm like, "Tell her to send me her number,"
Yeah.
and I will literally take the time and call them
Exactly.
So,
Before you
know-
got to read all that.
and hear them out, and
Yeah.
they'll be like, "Oh, I'm going through this," and I'm like, "Man, girl, stop," and I'll tell them, and they're like, "You're right," and I'm like, "I don't care if you get mad, but you called me for my opinion. So I'm gonna tell you this is what it is," and we're like, "Yeah, you're right." Then I got females that say, "I saved their life." I'm like, "How did I save your life?" And they're like, "Your video," you know, like those videos mean a lot to these women. If I don't do it every day, they're already messaging me. "Are you okay, Osita? Are you good? We missed you this morning." I have to go live every day in the morning
Damn.
with my coffee.
That's powerful.
So, yeah.
With your coffee. That's powerful. That's powerful. You are
With
a
the
voice.
Cadillac.
With the
You know what I'm
Cadillac,
saying?
yeah.
With the honey bun on the side with the peanut butter. You know what I'm saying?
You are a good person to have out here in the free world to be doing what you're doing, helping these women get from day to day, because sometimes life is day to day. you know,
Yeah.
depending on what the individual's going through.
Right.
Sometimes people, I mean, the suicide rates are crazy,
Yeah.
you know,
It's crazy.
and the overdosing of the,
Overdose.
yeah, it's an epidemic right now of the, what is that drug?
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl, yo.
Yeah. Fentanyl, crazy.
But it's not like fentanyl, not until you die.
It's a lot of
motherfucker.
young ones that are dying off of that right now. A lot of young kids.
They don't know.
Yeah, they don't know, but they.
What I say they do know, but they're looking for an outlet of what they do, what they know, or what the position they're in, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes we look for a crutch in life, you know,
Yeah.
numb the pain,
Yep.
you know. But what they don't know is in the sense of like this amount of money is gonna fucking kill me.
Yeah, but sometimes they get hot spots. You got people that don't know how to press or do it right. I had cellies that died when fentanyl hit the system, and they'll make like 2 ounces out of one pedazo. And you have hot spots because they don't know how to mix it right. You're in prison with a hot pot and soda, you know, and stirring it up and cutting it and make two, and then it's just dropping homies. You know what I mean? Yeah, because you get a hot spot. Yep. Yeah, I had a celly that died. I read my paper. I'll show you what I was. They had me. I was in the shoe for. No, I was in the hole for a year for suspicious of committing murder and saying I gave that fool a hot shot. It was that fentanyl. Yep.
That's crazy, fool.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I messed with that. You know what I mean?
And so now at this point in your time in life, like you're good, you're working, you're everywhere. I mean, I see you doing the, you know, getting your boogie on at the Santa Fe Springs swap meet. I mean, I think I want to do a vlog right there real soon. And I think that's a kind of a street community center in a sense, you know?
Yeah.
Where a lot of different individuals from all sides of the streets, they go, they listen to music, they have a good time, you know?
Yeah.
And I love the Santa Fe Springs swap meet.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. There's people from Chicago, Arizona. They come from far just to meet me.
Just to meet you?
Just to meet me.
Would Santa Fe Springs swap meet
Yeah.
be a spot where they meet you at?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one of your
yeah.
stomping grounds right there.
Yeah,
Then.
that's my house.
That's your house.
That's my house.
Say less. Yeah. I'll let you know when I'm pulling up. Make sure I tap in with OSITA. OSITA, I'm 10 minutes away. 10 minutes away, just checking in.
Yeah.
Calling in. Yeah, she writes a little wheel out real quick, sends it on a raven. One of those seagulls, that be hanging out at that, you know what I mean?
Indian smoke.
Yeah.
No, it just got to where like everybody got comfortable and started going there. And, you know, I dress, this is the culture. You know, this is me. I always been, you know, the way I go out there and dress. And I try to tell the youngsters, don't do it.
Yeah.
You know, don't, just because you see me doing it, it's a risk.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just be, if you with it, then dress like it. If you're not, then don't do it. You know, I try to inspire them not to do it. But I dress like this because it's the culture. And I started going there and I got discovered there. And then you start seeing everybody. I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
But okay, that's my house though. That's why I tell everybody, I don't care. You guys can do whatever you want, but I started that.
Yeah. There you go.
Like, you
Let's
crazy.
go. You heard it here on Hood Stocks, baby. Don't play with it. Shit. It's her house. Tap in, motherfucker. What do they call it? Check in? Or call in? Tap in? What is it?
Tap in, what is it? Check in.
Yeah.
How can people, I mean, if you'd like, on the way out of this podcast, I really appreciate your time today. On the way out of this podcast, I want to ask you two things. If you can give a message to women that are out there listening to you right now, and also two, if you can let everybody know how they can support you.
For the women that are out there going through it, man, just be thankful that wherever you're sleeping at or wherever, you got another day coming. And, you know, that proves that you got more come. Just get it together and get it right. And keep on pushing. Don't let nothing put you down, because if I did it, you guys could do it, you know, because I was, you know, took me a while to get it together. So just, I want to inspire you guys to keep on pushing, man. You guys got this. And for you guys to help me out is, just push your sister or your tia, whoever's going through it. Do that for me. That's all I ask for. Like, give them a good conversation. Like, you got this, you know? Like,
Give them love.
give them love, show them that, because people need that love and affection nowadays. A lot of people say they don't get it, you know, and they need that. And just keep on pushing them.
Sheesh, that's cool. I mean, there's a lot of, I mean, you a grown woman, right? You a gangster.
Everybody needs direction in life, man.
Right?
There's a certain age that there's a certain age in this era that we live in that the first thing they would say is, and what you can do for me is, here's my Cash App. It's my birthday tomorrow.
Yeah.
I ain't even,
Hey,
you know,
pal.
me, if you want to, if whoever wants to bless me, they bless me on their own, but I never ask for money.
What's your Cash App out of curiosity?
I don't have one right now.
Okay. Wish you did.
Lucky Subsu.
Don't send it to me, because every time
those 20.
anytime my Cash App is in the middle of a transaction, I'm already getting accused of taking the money to Las Vegas. You know, Lucky was in Las Vegas.
Lost.
Fucking assholes, man. These guys are assholes. You know what, OSITA? Thank you so much for blessing the platform.
No, thank you for
no,
having
thank
me
you.
here.
No, absolutely. This shit was cool. It was cool, man. We need more triple OG homegirls like yourself to
up.
come through.
Cool in the gang.
And maybe after they see, you know, how this went, which I think it went really well, that maybe they'll be up to coming through and, you know, hanging out with your boy. You know, I'm not having to worry about the boy flying off the fucking handle off some, you know, whoop-de-whoop-whoop, you know. But yeah, we appreciate you so much. Everybody give it up from OSITA. How can they follow you? Instagram, right? Yeah. TikTok. What's your TikTok?
La OSITA Bear. Follow me on La OSITA Bear.
There you go. That's how they can support you. Yeah.
La OSITA Bear. Legacy by Chola 323.
Let's go, baby.
That part.
We're out of here. We'll see you guys later on this week. We're gone.